Everybody clap your hands. Chris Stapleton's here. Yay! What up, buddy? You good?
Going, bro? I'm good. How are you?
I have so many questions for you.
Well, ask them.
Every time a new song will come out, I'll play it every time. Every time it comes out, I play it.
I know
on
you
there.
do.
But it's like I play it and then I say Chris Stapleton is like pizza of artists because everybody loves pizza. Like all your songs are like pizza. I like all the songs.
I thought you were going to say I was fattening and gave you heartburn.
Not me personally. You give me heart warm.
Heart warm?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But you're like the music's like pizza because everybody loves all of it, and some better than others. But there's not pizza you don't like.
I'm not an olives. I don't like olives.
Yeah, but you can peel the olives off.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
So there's certain lyrics I just turn down to turn the song back up.
Yeah. Okay. Fair
But
enough.
you put out all these songs, and I play every time they come out. I play it. But help me with this because you did Volume 1 and then Volume 2. What's the difference? Like, why on one? Why on the other? How do they complement each other? Like, what's the difference in these records?
What's the difference in the records?
Yeah, like why would you do
songs
two?
on there.
There are different songs, but are they supposed to complement each other? Is there a different sound on them?
A lot of them were recorded in the same session of time, so we just had more songs than we had records.
But how do you pick which goes where?
Oh, you just go with your gut and hope that was okay.
You're telling me that album of the year just went with you going with your gut. Like you cut all these songs.
I think anything good is going with your gut. Yeah.
Did you put the second record out after so you can win the album of the year 2 years in a row?
No.
Because that is smart.
No, we cut. Here's how it happened. We cut the amount of songs that we cut.
What are you thinking when you go on stage? Like, what's in your mind? Like,
what am I thinking when I go on stage?
Yeah, you're on stage. It's like you walk up. It's still dark. Light's about to come on like 30 seconds. Like, what's going through your head right then?
I hope my fly's up. Those kind of things. Mainly just I hope I can get through the show and play the best show that is available out of me in that moment. That's what's going through my mind. But also right before the lights come up, there's this brief moment of it's almost quiet, and then the lights come on and it gets louder, and it's I don't know. It's like for a minute you get to flip over and be in some other alternate reality, out there.
I feel like it just shows people sing every song to all the songs. Every word to all the songs.
They sing a lot of the words to a lot of the songs, yeah. Unless they just don't know them.
Yeah, but especially with Traveler.
I'll pull new stuff out on them all the time.
And you do. And
sometimes it makes people mad, though. You know what I'm saying?
When what?
When I play like something that nobody's ever heard, they're like, why didn't you play one that I knew? I'm just like, I'm sorry, man. I thought you would like this other new one.
Do your people get irritated when you play new songs before they're supposed to come out?
Because I don't think so. No, I mean, every now and then there's a guy that somebody would wish that you had played something that he knew other than I didn't play somebody's song. Like you can't, but the show's not long enough. At this point, somebody's song I'm not playing. So I try to mix it up a little bit. So
do you play the full Traveler album?
No, not every night. We have before, maybe a couple times we've played the whole record. If the crowd really is rocking, I've walked back out on the encore and say, hey, I'm going to finish it out. Whatever we hadn't played, we'll finish that in the encore. But that's only happened a couple times. Not that the crowds crowds are great.
Tell me.
Sometimes they have curfews and they make you cut off and make you pay
the curfew
$10,000 a minute fines and things like that. Crazy stuff. You're just like, I don't know, man.
You ever rate the curfew? Pay the money?
I've done it in places where. Not where it was $10,000 a minute, no.
That was like a 900 number I call. That's expensive.
I've done it where, we've had to pay hands over time and things like that, just because we wanted to go a little deeper. But you need to start earlier if you want to go too deep.
Tell me about this encore philosophy, because everybody has their own. Will you come out if they're not that loud?
No.
There are times when you just haven't come out.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
But pretty much they earn it. You know, my folks are really good about that most of the time.
So you're saying that if they're loud enough, you're coming out, but if they're not, you're good. Appreciate the show. Thanks for the night.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've before that even had the opportunity, I've got on we have a little mic on stage where I can talk to all the crew guys and I just say house music. And
which means turn the lights, house music up, so people know it's time for them to go home.
Yeah.
And why is that? Because you feel like the crowd maybe wasn't into it so much?
Yeah, it was. If it was, or you know, sometimes it would be on me. You know, like I'm done. Like you can hear me talking this morning. I don't sound real great this morning, but it's been that. But you know, or you know, some particular crowds. Some crowds can't behave. They'll throw stuff at you or get into
they'll
fights.
throw stuff at you. What is it, like a saloon in the 1800s?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. We had one, and I blame Marty Stewart for a lot of this. We've had Marty Stewart out for the last leg, and he just gets them riled up right before we come on. And I'm not saying anything I don't say to him. I'm joking, of course, but not in some ways. But yeah, we had a show. Was it a couple of weeks ago? What was it when we had 6 fights that I could see? We had 6 fights and at least 4 beers thrown at me on the stage, not because they were mad, because they were partying. And then a dude took his shirt off and threw it at me, which I've never had a dude take his shirt off and throw it at me, but it happened.
Why would someone throw a beer at you and think that's a good thing?
Well, they're partially empty, and they are by the time they get up to the.
But still, they're throwing something.
My guitar tech was freaking out. Alex was walking out there. He's like, "Did any of this get wet?" And I'm like, "No, man, it's good. We'll finish this and hope they don't kill us before we get out of here."
Will you stop a show if you see a fight get out of control?
I've done that. Yeah, I've stopped a fight, or stopped. I haven't personally stopped a fight. I've stopped the. Something I will do is if something's really disruptive like that, we'll make sure the security guys shut it down, and then I'll start the song over, or I'll play the whole song again. Sometimes I'll finish the song while it's going on, and then I've played more than once. I've played a song twice because somebody was ruining everybody else's good time.
Wow, man! Listen to this guy here, Chris Stapleton.
It's a Bobby Bones show.